Donald Trump's indictment the other day is not a sad day for America, but it's a great day for America, and let's celebrate our justice system working. It may have been a sad day for Donald Trump, but like I said, it was a good day for America. Yesterday, so basically, today's the today's the 6th. Yeah, so it would have been Tuesday. On Tuesday, former squatter Donald Trump basically was charged with 34 different felony counts related to his payment of hush money to former porn stars Stormy Daniels. Contrary to earlier speculation, he didn't speak to the press at the courthouse and left the city immediately after his arraignment to fly back to the safe confines of his club in Palm Beach, Florida. Trump looked sullen and angry in the brief glimpses of the camera that caught of him throughout the day, particularly as he sat at the defense table in the courtroom. And of the millions of images that exist of Donald Trump, this will be the most iconic. The judge admonished both sides to be careful of what they say outside the courtroom. Now, please refrain from making comments or engaging in conduct that has the potential to incite violence, create civil unrest, or jeopardize the safety or well-being of any individuals. You know Trump's not going to keep his fat-ass mouth shut. So also, please do not engage in words or conduct which jeopardizes the rule of law, particularly as it applies to these proceedings in the courtroom. Now, the prosecution had pointed out that Trump has been posting incendiary remarks on his fraud media platform, and circulating that could be construed as threats against the prosecutors, the judge, and their families. Later in the day, Trump's crackhead son, Don Jr., had posted an article of the judge's daughter validating the concern. Now, throughout the day, commentators on right-wing media were strongly suggesting that Trump give a serious staged response to these events and then use the opportunity to pivot his vision for the future, because they think he's going to be back as squatter of the United States in the speech that he had scheduled at Mar-a-Lago later that evening. It was anticipated that the cable news network would all cover it, and perhaps that the networks might even interrupt their program to feature it, which they didn't. And Trump was not having it. However, his speech began with his litany of complaints. Now this is what he said, but he's got it ass backwards. From the beginning, the Democrats spied on his he claims that the Democrats spied on this campaign, which they did not. Him being investigated is not fraudulent. The two impeachments were not a hoax. The raid on Mar-a-Lago was not illegal and it was not unconstitutional. There was no proof that millions of votes were illegally stuffed into ballot boxes, and no, the government cameras did not catch any people stuffing ballots illegally in the boxes. Now, Trump was angry, and his fury was barely contained. He abruptly ended his Klan speech after 20 minutes, which is a record because he usually goes on for over an hour, just lying every day. Now, the networks did not interrupt regular programming. The MSNBC declined to show it while Fox and CNN carried the speech in full. It was not a good day for Donald Trump. Any time that's a bad day for Trump, it's a good day for America. Now, all through the endless, tiresome shots of Trump's plane and motorcade and breathless, repetitive pontificating on cable news about the historic events that we were all witnessing that day, everyone agreed that was a sad day for America, but it wasn't sad at all. It was a fairly rare example of the justice system holding a wealthy, powerful white man who has spent a lifetime skirting the law to account for his misdeeds. It may have been sad for him, but it was a good day for America. Now, Trump's line about all this is that if they can do this to me, they can do it to you, and he is right about that part. But they do it to regular, average citizens a hell of a lot more than they do it to people like Trump, making him account for his tawdry, corrupt behavior. Whether it's for these hush money payments, stealing classified information, assaulting a woman in the department store dressing room, defrauding banks, attempting a clue, inciting a Klan insurrection, all of which are the subject of the current investigations and litigation. And it shows the nation that even an important, powerful politician and failed businessman like Trump is not above the fucking law. At least he's not above the legal system trying to hold him accountable. Now, up until now, every attempt to do do that has been a failure. Now, Trump's naivete and ignorance about world affairs led to him being duped at best by the Russian government during the 2016 election. But his obstruction of the investigations was criminal, and he was never charged. He was impeached twice for egregious misconduct as squatter, but saved by his political cronies. As squatter, he was protected by the Justice Department policy, and he believed that his position as the leading candidate for the squatting seat today would protect him from prosecution as well, if only because of the political optics, and it turns out that this isn't true. He's managed to convince tens of millions of his sycophants that every last one of these accusations is false, even though they're not. That he's being prosecuted because of the politics they shared, which is not the case. And with the help of the right-wing propaganda machine, they believe him. But that's just all another lie. He's being prosecuted because he's committed many criminal acts that he blatantly flaunts in public and during the justice system to make something out of it. And the truth is, they don't like prosecuting wealthy, powerful white men. Now, men like Trump have the resources to pay for lawyers and appeal judges' rulings and drags out cases for years. He's managed to evade criminal charges for years by greasing the New York political machines that can make and break careers in the city. And frankly, as an example, as an ex-squatter, he's loaded the courts with right-wing judges, even the Supreme Court, and he's not a particularly good bet for conviction. But there's no other defendant in America with such unique advantages. Now, all the Trump cases that are percolating are very politically risky. They could lose and make Trump. They could either lose the case and make Trump stronger, or they could win and still make Trump stronger. They could win and make Trump even stronger too. They could lose and make Trump stronger, or they could win and make Trump stronger. But his flamboyantly illegal behavior was so egregious that if the justice system didn't step in and at least attempt to demonstrate it to the public at large that there is such a thing as equality under the law, we're headed down the path of autocracy at warp speed. And Gerald Ford shouldn't have pardoned Richard Nixon, and George H.W. Bush should not have pardoned the Iran-Contra criminals. But it has led to a culture of impunity around presidents or squatter that led to Donald Trump and his accomplices flouting the rule of law as if they were born into royalty, which they weren't. The big January 6 and Georgia cases get to the worst of what they did, trying to overthrow an election. The civil case in New York may show that Trump's business has been fraudulent for many years, and his hush money payment to porn star Stormy Daniels may prove that, just like you and me, even a rich guy running for squatter isn't allowed to dummy up his books and cheat on taxes to cover up his indiscretions. That sort of thing is illegal, and regular people are prosecuted for it every day. Now, Trump's pithy little aphorism, if they can do it to me, they can do it to you, and he has it fucking backwards. How he should have said it was, if they can do it to you, they can do it to me, and that's exactly how it should be. So if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. You can also go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just as little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.